Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Slightly Mad here. You probably know me from my previous guides that are a little bit outdated now, so this is the version 0.2.0 16351 pre-release build early alpha of Savage Lands, and this is going to be a basic survival guide. Okay, there are two specific spawn points in this game, both denoted with a broken boat. This is the one called Good Spawn in my previous videos. Has a large rock in front of you, and dotted around in this area you can find enough stones to make a fireplace, which you will need later on. Stones, if you didn't already know, are on the floor. These little ferns here can be picked up and used later on for bandages. Let's have a little scout around and see what you can find on the floor before we will move swiftly on. Okay, I've just had a bit of a horn noise and a dong, and in the bottom left hand corner of the screen you can see it says survival task completed, collect 6 stones. That is all you need for a campfire, people. But as you're at Good Spawn, then head straight down the beach to the left. Okay, so there's the boat, sea on your left, rock on your right, straight down here. I'll explain why in a minute. Some people might already be a little bit concerned because they'll be going, hey, I've got no clothes on. My cold in the top left, which is the blue brain, is 82% and dropping. Below that, the red is your health, and below that one is your stamina and food, which is a combined bar. Don't worry too much about that, because in the distance you'll see a little glowy thing. You've gone left down the beach, and no more than 150 metres is a fire pit ready for you to use. This is a completely new world for me. There's no other buildings in it and no other players. I'm using this for my tutorial. As you can see at this fire pit, standing by it, look at that blue bar at the top left, and you'll see it rising. That's because we're getting warmer. Dotted around the trees here are nuts, which are edible. Always have a little look around the back because other things spawn here. And a hatchet. That's enough to chop a tree down and make a fire when we get some flint. You heard the horn noise there. Another survival task has been completed to find a weapon. This hatchet is a weapon and it will chop trees down. Okay, if you're wondering where crap spawn, as I refer to it in my other videos, is, it's just down to the left from this lean-to. It's probably about 200 metres down that way. So when you spawn there, simply turn right, run along the coast, and you will find this location here. Okay, so we have our axe, we have our stones, we're ready to go. What do we need to do now? Keep your back to this fire pit, run in a straight line in this direction, and you will meet your first town, which is known as Argo. In my previous videos I called it Vac. That's untrue. It is actually called Argo. I've had a dev confirm that. Simply find out you're going the right way. You'll see a little valley. It's a little bit of a dried up river here that we're running up. That will point the direction to Argo. As you've noticed, there's a bit of a grunting noise behind me. You need to look at the scenery in front of you and pick a reference point, because when you need to fight you'll be swinging all over the place. And what have we got? We've got a wolf. Don't worry, don't panic. Just move round in a circle and continue hitting. We've got 2 now. It's easy, don't worry. As you can see, just keep moving around using your shift key and your A or D and keep slashing. Both dead, see? Simple. Wolves, what do they drop? Good loot. Got some meat here, that's the most important thing, because that's going to be your food and your sustenance. Sinew, which is used for crafting, I'll explain about that in a minute. And we all want to stack these bandages together, sorry, bits of cloth together. Okay, I'll explain about those later on. So we've got our loot. Okay, because you picked that point on the horizon before you turn around to fight, it was that little rock for me. I'm going to keep going in this direction, and we will shortly be at Argo. There you go, in the distance you can see buildings. That's Argo. Bit of an unlucky start for me because we've got another wolf on our bum. I'll dispatch him exactly the same as we did the last ones. Move around in a circle. Keep slashing. He might occasionally hit you. Still got 83% health. It's nothing to worry about. So what's in this town? Okay, well, to let you know, more hatchets and tools spawn inside these buildings. In the crates you'll also find the odd loot. You'll find things by the fireplaces like flints and stones that aid you in building a fire. Your priority now is to eat some of your nuts, or maybe some of the little apples down here. Because it's daytime, you don't need to worry about staying warm so much, so eat the cold food first. Okay, so the first thing that any adventurer should build is a fireplace. To do that, simply hit J, select your campfire, press E. I'm only doing this for aesthetics, putting it on the old one, and add the items you need. As you can see, we need 3 logs. Very simple. Now would be a good time to eat your nuts. As you eat them, have a little look at that yellow bar at the bottom. And as you can see, it's also replacing some of my cold and warmth and health at the same time. All the bars are going up. Simply take your hatchet out, strike this tree. And to speed things up, we'll hit it while it's falling. And also you can take the stumps as well. Simply run back to your fireplace and load those logs in. 1, 2, 3. We get that nice horn to denote that we've completed a survival task, and it's updated in the bottom left. Moving swiftly on, cooking. Simply press K, select the apple at the top of the screen, use that nice wolf meat you've got, and hit the craft button. That food is better for nighttime use because it will replenish more of your cold. Okay, so you've got your fire built. Your next task is to clear all these buildings and have a look-see and see if there's anything worth taking in any of them. We're looking for weapons and things like that. And as you can see, the deers are in the background. They're going to be fairly hard to kill now with this basic weapon, but needs must. Your next step after getting the fire done is just to concentrate solely on backpacks. Fur-lined backpacks being the better ones. Okay, in one of the buildings I found a huge spike club. You're going to ask, Mad, what's the best way to kill these deers? They keep running away from me no matter what I try. We should always aim for the back deer, because if the front deer spots you, they'll start running. Always aim for the back deer. Approach from behind, quickly sprint in, hit them as so, and try and spin them round. Now that one got away from me, but don't worry. All you're going to do is break line of sight or wait till they stop running. We should be sure. We got rudely interrupted by a wolf, but not to worry because he's now giving me the fur I need for the fur-lined backpack. See your deers down. Leather. What we just picked up, that's very important. As I said, the most important thing to do is build your backpacks. Luckily for me, I have the fur on this wolf here, but I need to drop something before I can pick that up. Don't worry, it won't despawn. Here we go, fur-lined backpack. Look at all those storage spaces. Full 10 storage spaces. And you're probably going to be saying, well, I didn't come across enough wolves, I wasn't as lucky as you. That's not a problem, because other types of backpacks you can make from the flesh from skeletons. 2 bits of flesh, some hide. There we go. Or you can make more simple backpacks simply by killing the deers, as I've just previously discussed. Okay, this is a great time to talk about degradation in this specific build. What we've had introduced is, as you can see, durability bars on the specific items of kit. Now currently just walking around reduces the durability, so I don't suggest building any very expensive sets of armour. For now, cloth starter items or leather should suffice. Okay, I didn't notice that bit of flint on the floor now. We need that. So always check your surroundings, especially the campfires. Okay, good timing. Skeleton's decided he's going to come and join the party. Quickest way to defeat these chaps, similar to the wolf. Circle strafe them, but watch out because they will suddenly change direction and swipe at you, as such. Okay, so just circle them and watch out for that change of direction. As you can see, these guys drop human skulls, which are used for the respawn point. Decayed flesh, which is used for a backpack, or cloth shreds used for torches and healing yourself and making bandages. As you can kindly see, the wolves donated me 4 more fur just from moving to the beach and back and forth. But you may ask, how do I make strong sinew, Mad? Well, you can make sinew from leather hide. You can also turn that sinew into strong sinew. Now, as you can see, I can make another fur-lined backpack. So we've got a bag inside a bag that gives us all this space. Okay. Moving swiftly on to the next part of the tutorial, we're going to chop another tree down, and I'll explain to you what we're going to do with those logs. Always come back to the campfire to do your crafting or look in your inventory. It just helps a lot, you know, to get your vital statistics back up. Now, as you can see, wood stick is now illuminated. 2 logs create sticks. Okay, I made some sticks. You're asking, why is he doing that? Your next question is going to be, well, what happens when you stray away from the campfire? I start dying. I can't get anywhere. I can't explore anything because my cold's always going down. Not the case. 2 flint, stick, cloth shred, makes a torch. Watch and learn. Just standing miles away from my old campfire over here, I got the torch on the go. As you can see, it's raising my cold, slowly but surely. And I'm still not wearing any armour. So that is proof that the torch will give you heat and allow you to adventure. So always keep those flint on you. Your next question's going to be, well, I'm running out of flint, I'm running out of stone, there's not enough in the game. Yes there is. I'll explain now. As you can see, I've killed 2 skeletons. Now's probably a good time to get that Pike of Resurrection down. Simply hit J, plop it down on the floor here, stick on there. We just need 1 more skull for that, so that's work in progress, but you don't need to worry about that. That'll stay here for now. Point to note as well is you'll get items like this on the floor by the buildings. Yeah, we don't want it, but it's an idea to move it, take it away from where it spawns and drop it down somewhere else to allow something nicer, or a chance for something nicer to spawn later on. As you can see, my torch has gone out. They've got a very short lifespan on them. If you look at the crafting menu, you've got a dimly lit torch. You can relight it with some cloth and a flint only, but be warned, this dimly lit torch will not increase your heat. Okay, I got fairly injured by the skeletons. Again, if I didn't explain it earlier on. If you look at my health as I eat this food, that's how you regen your health, with food. Right now, heavy stone hammer is what you want to aim for. As you can see, I don't have enough stone. I've got the sinew from wolves, I've got the stick from breaking down the log, but I don't have enough stone, so I'm only going to use this crude stone hammer to get the stones I need. Simply head out of Argo, back towards the beach, and you'll see 2 nice little rocks here. Smaller the rock, the more chance it has of producing stone. And please take note on the amount of hits it takes me to mine this rock. That is important. That produced medium quality ore. It's an ingredient in the pine chests that you need to store your items. But just to see that how easy it was to get that, coming straight out of Argo towards the beach, and we hit the first rock we find, and then we find medium ore. Things that fall out of rocks are crystal fragments, low quality metal, medium quality metal, flint and amber. Okay, this is the noise to denote the rocks not got anything left in it, and also you see there's no gravel spray as there was when I first started mining, like so, a little chipping effect. Okay, while I'm mining away, half naked, you'll notice my cold's going down now because it's getting a little bit dark. What do? Do I eat food? Yeah, we can do that. And what else can we do? We can make a torch. You can mine, attack, do anything whilst carrying the torch. Only problem with it is it limits your visibility somewhat, and you can't hear things creeping up on you so well, but well worth doing. So I've got the rocks I needed, I've got the rest of the materials. I'm now going to make my heavy stone hammer. This is the second most important thing to build. Fireplace first, heavy stone hammer second. You'll see why shortly. Okay, if you took notes on how many swings that took earlier to get anything out of the rock, let's have a little look at the heavy hammer. Look at that, 3 hits. 3 hits on that rock. Also, this weapon is a weapon. 3 hits will drop any deer, significantly increasing the chance of yourself getting more leather. Okay, so we've mined the first 2 rocks as you come out of Argo. We've got 2 medium quality ore out of those. We need 3. I'll explain why later on. We need some more sinew, so I'll show you how effective this new hammer is on taking on the local wildlife. As you can see, 3 hits. Simply chop a tree down again, but we're already professionals at this, so we don't need a recap on that. Okay, so we're in the end house in Argo. Specifically use this house. No need to build your own at this moment in time. In this specific alpha build, you don't need your own house. It's just purely an aesthetic thing, so save yourself the time for now. And you're looking at making a pine box to store your lovely shiny loot in. Simply hit J, find the pine strongbox. And you'll see in your recipes it's there on the left, lit up. Craft that. Now placement's a little bit tricky, you've got to stand where you want the box and simply drag and drop. And hey presto, you put your items in it that you don't want to take with you. So in this tutorial we've covered the fact that we've now got enough fur-lined backpacks to carry all the stuff we need to create more torches to keep us warm. We'd also put 2 sets of stones in here to make further fires when you're out in the field, and carry a couple of stacks of food with you as well, and then you're ready to go adventuring. This is the end of the Zero to Hero tutorial. In the next tutorial I'll show you how to navigate around the island without getting lost. Thank you.